Something about this story just doesn't add up. The #1 late-night show in America, the most watched, most awarded, sitting comfortably at the top of the ratings pile for 9 consecutive seasons, was abruptly canceled. It wasn't because people stopped watching, and it wasn't because the host wanted to leave. Yet, CBS pulled the plug on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. The real shockwave? The decision came down within days of Colbert calling out his own network's parent company on air. Why is one of television's most beloved voices packing up his desk at the Ed Sullivan Theater for the last time? The phone call he never saw coming. Stephen Colbert was away on vacation when the decision was made. He didn't find out until the evening of July 16, 2025. The very next morning, he walked into his theater and delivered the news directly to his audience, completely beating CBS to their own corporate announcement timeline. His speech was quietly devastating. He didn't announce a successor, because there wasn't one. The historic Late Show franchise, spanning 33 years across David Letterman's legendary run and Colbert's 11 seasons, was simply being erased. No handoff, no reimagining, just gone. When the studio audience erupted into boos, Colbert nodded and told them simply, "I share your feelings." The bribe comment and the fallout. The timing is what has everyone talking. Just 3 days before the cancellation became official, Colbert delivered a scathing monologue. Paramount Global, which owns CBS, had agreed to pay $16 million to settle a lawsuit brought by Donald Trump over a 60 Minutes interview with Kamala Harris. Colbert went on television and plainly called that massive payout a big fat bribe. 3 days later, his show was history. CBS firmly maintained that the ending was purely financial, driven by a shifting late-night landscape where The Late Show was losing between $30 million and $40 million annually. But critics and political figures weren't buying the corporate narrative. Senator Elizabeth Warren publicly demanded answers about political interference. The timing coincided perfectly with Paramount's massive merger with Skydance Media, which required strict federal approvals. To make matters more telling, CBS leased the time slot to Byron Allen's Comics Unleashed, a show explicitly designed to completely avoid political humor. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to check out the other stories and shocking updates on our channel. We've covered many incredible celebrity journeys, tragic endings, and untold Hollywood secrets that you don't want to miss. Binge watch our previous videos to discover more surprising facts, emotional stories, and where your favorite stars are today. Your support helps us bring you more powerful content like this, so don't forget to explore, watch more, and stay tuned for the next video. Built from grief and improv. To understand why Colbert refused to pull his punches, you have to understand the man. When he was only 10 years old, his father and 2 brothers were killed in the tragic crash of Eastern Airlines Flight 212. He learned from his mother how to navigate catastrophic loss without turning bitter. Comedy became his way of holding on to painful realities with enough distance to see them clearly. He fought through a crisis of faith, severe panic attacks, and decades of grinding through the improv scene before ever finding safety behind a desk. A final, legendary send-off. When the final curtain came down in May 2026, late-night rivalries were set aside. Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, Seth Meyers, and John Oliver all shared his stage. Even the legendary David Letterman walked back into the theater he rebuilt, receiving a thunderous ovation and defiantly reminding the crowd that no matter what they take away, they can't take away a man's voice. Colbert finishes his historic run with 11 Emmys, 2 Grammys, and 1,801 episodes. While this goodbye wasn't entirely on his own timeline, his schedule is already open for his next grand adventure, co-writing a new Lord of the Rings film. Was this an unavoidable financial reality, or did saying the wrong thing make the wrong people too uncomfortable? Let us know what you think in the comments below. If you want more deep dives into cinematic history and the real narratives of the entertainment world, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Royal Time of Hollywood, and hit that bell notification